Do you have any of those orange doodads, the slidey ones? How many of those? Three, right? Three. Do you have three of those? Do you have rocket pops? What's this? Honey! Will whole kernel corn work? Yeah, this'll do. Welcome to Motel Campsite. First of all, you gotta start with the rules. What's most important to us here. And if you make it past that step, then you can come inside. Where do we start? I guess this main area, and then we will work back. This is where I sleep. My head's quite downhill right now, but in a perfect scenario, it's quite comfortable. And then, got some reading lights. Got this nice little shade that I can say bye to Bryce with. Got my little library up here, place for my papers. Okay, so the ceiling height is about my height. I will probably develop a bit of a slouch from living in here, but I have one place that I can think clearly. Bryce doesn't have the same issue. Bryce has got a little more clearance. All these curtains unroll. There's white curtains that let the light through, and then there's blackout curtains, so can completely black it out. Same with the front, all the curtains all the way around open up to either white to let the light through or blackout so we can stealth camp. These little brown bags right here are our compression sacks for our sleeping bags, so there's 2 of those and then 2 pillows as well. I think this is the star of the show though, actually, and I kind of missed this a little bit, but the star of the show being the mobile office setup here. So once we're in place, you just swing this guy up, you pin it through right there. There's a little safety pin if you're gonna be rocking too much. But lock that guy in place. These are, well, they're not whiteboards obviously, but they function like whiteboards. They're magnetic as well, so keep track of notes. Everything for the office is completely built into the desk, so we don't plug anything in. We don't have to run crazy wires. We've got everything from HDMI to USB to headphones completely ported through the desk with all the wires hidden, so everything is completely clean. The monitor stays in that place at all times. That logo is probably blurry. So this is that. Never have to run anything too far. We've got USBs over here as well, in addition to power right on the desk. So I think the goal was kind of just to make a desk that wasn't cluttery and messy, and especially if we're hiding it and flipping it under like that, to make sure that we can just put everything away really easily. So essentially all we have to do is just roll our cords up and tuck them in a cubby somewhere, rather than having to clean the whole desk and make sure that we can get enough clearance to close everything every time we work. So fortunately it's actually been pretty quick so far to bring it up and down and get set up and get working. It seems like it worked. Got storage over above everything, basically everywhere we could build it. One of the really cool things that we did that you can kind of see because we're not organized right now though is inside of everything we completely collaged it, and we used a lot of old camera ads and things. Our first office space had very similar styling to it, so we tried to kind of keep that theme going as we built the RV, kind of an homage to our first office space, I guess. Everything has it. This is here's one of my favorites. This is anybody who knows. But that brings us to here, I guess. We've got our head unit back here, which runs all the rear speakers, rear surround sound, extra canned food storage, as well as some things. This plugs our little light up here. This little light of mine. Bryce suggests that we keep it in the plastic because he's secretly an 85-year-old grandmother, but he's got a good point. All of our batteries charge in here. We got 2 outlets built through, so.
Oh, you should show them the internet there.
Where's the internet?
It's right in there.
The internet's in this here cabinet too.
What is it?
This, Jen, is the internet.
This is the internet. And the cool thing about this internet is that, one, you can put it in your pocket, and it's got a battery in it, and it lasts something like a full day. But everywhere that you have cell phone service, you have high-speed internet, and it is completely unlimited, and there's no data throttling. So it's much better than tethering to a phone, even if you have an unlimited plan. So far, it's worked really well for us. I kind of opened this and explained a little bit. This is closet. This is Bryce's closet. Somewhat overflowing right now.
Yeah.
We're kind of getting the hang of things as we start going. This is a kitchen cabinet. Things have kind of fallen astray. Tried our best to make it to where they build in and stay steady, but everything has cutouts. Everything, you gotta use your head sometimes. Everything kind of collapses into itself here, so we can do a show and tell of some of the stuff. Got why is this upside down?
That's why.
That's not supposed to be that way. So let's start like this then, and then cut in here.
Yeah, you're good.
Alright, so everything folds into here. So we've got kettle pot, we've got small pot, big pot, all the legal pot. We've got another big thing in there too. I don't know, what's this thing do? Oh, it's a pan. This is what we fry things in. As you can tell, we've spent a lot of time cooking in here so far because I can properly identify all of the utensils. This is not going smoothly.
That's the thing about RV life, you have to get a little non-smooth.
All of our utensils wrap up into this nice little pouch. Mugs, French press, bowls, plates tucked in there, Tupperware. Basically everything that you need in the house, just not a lot of extra stuff. So we got funnels, we got spices. There's more room for spices under here. These little hooks also double. This is, well, these are all hooks back here, so this comes off of here and will fold out to be a dish rack. So we can dry all of our dishes once we're on the road. The hook's back on real easily, as you can tell. And then these two hooks here double to hold up this one. We're using the sink, which also doubles as a cutting board beneath. We've got 5 gallons of onboard fresh water right here with another 5-gallon gray water reserve tank, and then the rest of our utensils are under here. I'm kind of bouncing around a little bit, but this is the stove as well, so it's got these nice little flaps that open up and ensure that we don't get grease all over everything that we own. Yeah, so water under there. Our ice box here with our good friend Ice Cube, keeping things nice and chill for us. I don't even know what's in here actually. Chicken tortilla soup? Is that soup?
That's soup, dude. The good stuff.
That's your stuff. I don't eat that stuff, man. This ice box was handed down from my grandpa. It's like 40 or something years. I don't even know. It's several decades old though, but it works much better than the old or than the new stuff does. Back when they built things good. Got trash can here. This ring pulls out and lets you get do the damn thing. Dirty laundry, extra storage back under here. All of our inverters are based in this box, so we've got an inverter that runs from house power to 12 volt, which is the only thing in the entire back of the RV that was here when we got it that is still being used in the rear interior, is that inverter. And then there's the inverter that goes from 12 volt house power, so everything can run every single direction at the flip of a switch. My closet is here. Guitar in this closet. They're actually the same exact size closet. Mine just has a guitar size or guitar width added to it. This is kind of our main kitchen pantry. Right now we have again mints and condiments. I think there's a can of tuna. But that works really well for sandwich life down here. Heater hangs out under here. It's a propane heater. Vents through the top and through the front as well. The lines all run through, and we have 20 pounds of onboard propane. Air conditioners here. We rerouted everything under the air conditioner so that the drip bit is singular or is centralized and runs underneath and drips all of the excess water underneath, and the vent goes through a hole in the back. This is one of the more interesting things to build, but this is the bathroom shower combo. Everything is completely waterproof in there. It's got a wooden floor, but the water actually drains through the wooden floor into a fiberglass shower pan that we built, and that drains to a 10-gallon onboard gray water tank underneath, which we can access from outside. So when it comes to actually showering in there, we haven't broken in super hard. I know that it's waterproof, but it's not plumbed for a full-time shower, but we can show you how we do that. This is a 5-gallon bucket. And obviously, as I'm incredibly strong because it's full of water, it's empty right now. But we fill this guy up with water. It is black, so the sun heats it up for us. You take this lid off here, like I just undid. You put this guy in here, put it in the corner. You can pull this toilet out. That's the other nice thing about not having permanent plumbing is you can pull the toilet out when you shower, so you gain the whole entire room. You can set it outside, you can set it in here, whatever you need to. But this is the shower handle here. You hook that on there. And then you take the lid off that, drop that down in there. You've got your warm solar water coming up. You can take yourself a wee little shower with quite a hunker in your back. Generator is anywhere that we don't have a source to plug into. The generator is our power source. So this box was completely built in, and it is completely sealed for reasons like carbon monoxide. As a backup, we do have a carbon monoxide detector here. The heater also has a carbon monoxide auto shut off, so we don't have to worry about it there. The entire thing is sound deadened. So this guy sits in like this. It's vented through the floor, so it pulls clean air in. The exhaust goes out this hole here, which is on the side. We now have the ability to have power for every single thing that we do. So these guys latch here, can be locked. They've also got the pins, which you can tell when you run it. You start it up and you close it, you can hear the sound completely shut off with all the sound deadening and the seals around the edge and everything. It's pretty wild. There's nothing coming through it at all in regards to fumes or sound or anything. And any sound you do hear, you hear through the walls and the windows. So we sound deadened it really well there, and you hear it elsewhere now. So my dog, who's not really been on the trip with us yet, but is about to depart with us. It's always nice to have a crate when you've got a dog. So there's a false floor built in. It's all storage under here, but the floor makes sure that nothing is ever keeping this from being able to come out. So that's always one slide away. You can have him put up. It's a little safer when you're driving to tether the crate down instead of just letting him be back here roaming around, throwing him off. He's an old guy. Don't want to throw him too many curveballs. Drawers here. These are cool. Little shallow guys. Little junk drawers. They're incredibly deep. They're like deeper than any drawer should ever be, but it's just how the space works, so I figured it was better to make them fill it up than waste the space. Is there anything else? We got cubbies here, first aid kit, Bluetooth speakers, sunglasses, wires, general junk. I think that's our house.
What's up? So this part right here is the cockpit, and this is like the bridge between the cockpit and the back. So it's really cool because we can like stealth camp and not even leave the RV. We don't have to get in the back, we don't do anything. It's just right here. So check it out.